When solving systems of equations, remember we're trying to determine where the graphs of the equations intersect. Therefore, the solutions of the system must be real numbers. To solve this system of equations, I will attempt to eliminate one of the variables. I can do so by multiplying the top equation by 3. I'll write the result to the right. We'll have 3x squared plus 3y squared equals 21. Don't forget to multiply the constant by the 3 as well. The bottom equation, we did not multiply by anything, so we'll just rewrite it. Now we can add these equations together. 3x squared plus 2x squared is 5x squared. 3y squared minus 3y squared is 0, so we've eliminated the y. And 21 plus negative 1 is 20. Dividing both sides by 5, we'll have x squared equals 4. And then to solve this equation, we'll square root both sides. Remember, when you square root a square, we get the plus or minus version of that root. So x is equal to plus or minus 2. Now we need to determine the values for y when x is each of those values. So if x is equal to 2, then to solve for y, I'll just use one of the equations that we have, and I'll just use the original equation. I'll substitute the value in for x, so I'll have 2 squared plus y squared equals 7, and we'll solve for y. This is a 4, so I'll subtract 4 from both sides, so we'll have y squared equals 3. We'll then square root both sides of the equation, taking the plus or minus version of the root, and so y is equal to plus or minus the square root of 3. We also need to determine the y values if x is negative 2. So if x is negative 2, then we have negative 2 squared plus y squared equals 7. Negative 2 squared is 4, so subtracting 4 from both sides gives us y squared equal to 3. And of course, from the previous work, we know that this is going to give us y equal to plus or minus the square root of 3. So there are, in fact, 4 solutions to this system, and they are, if x is 2, we know that y is either the square root of 3 or negative square root of 3. And if x is negative 2, we know that y is square root of 3 or negative square root of 3.